welcome to Smile Realize. My name is Suzelle and I'm here to help you realize your potential. Today we'll be talking about your summer timeline. So some of you may be high school seniors that just graduated that are going off to college, or you may be high school students still in high school, of course, and you're moving on up. So some of you are probably lost, like, oh my gosh, I just graduated high school, I did it, but what am I supposed to do now? And some of you are in high school saying like, yes, I'm finally a senior. Oh crap, senior year is here. What do I do now? Bum-ba-da-dum. And that's when I'm here, Smile Realize, to help you get it together. So, number one, the first thing you want to do if you don't have on-campus housing is make sure you have a place to live in the fall and or spring. So some of you have already gone to Summer B and you hopefully have somewhere to live, but this is specifically to the people that are going to start in fall. So some of you may have filled out your housing contract, so make sure that you do all the steps if you're going to be living on campus. And if you're going to be living off campus, you need to make sure that you like the place you live, you're comfortable with your roommates, and that bank is not broken by the price of what you're going to be renting your space for. Number two, if you sign up for classes, you need to know, which you should know, that you're going to need books. So it's not like high school, it's not like the old days, maybe some of you were able to get by, but you're going to have to buy your books. So buying books consists of either buying or renting. However, my personal thing is that you should definitely rent your books. If you think you're going to buy and keep forever, which majority of you may not, you're going to want to rent them. These are a couple of things that you can do to rent your books. Number one, you're going to want to look at your local libraries and or the library in your college or university and see if that book is there. Number two, you're going to want to rent from Amazon or Chegg because, once again, those are the websites you're going to want to look at. And number three, you're going to also want to look at secondhand use from students, like if there's a Facebook marketplace for USF students or UCF, etc., etc. You're going to want to look at those because a lot of the time, those are the students that just took the class. You can get notes from them, you can get the advice, you get the tips, and that'll be 10 times better than buying a book that's going to be $25, $50, and they'll be probably selling it for less. The other thing is, if you buy books, the only thing with buying books, which I caution you with, is when you buy, you're going to be buying it for that retail price. However, when you want to sell it, it's definitely going to be less. It's going to be either $5, $10, and honestly, it could be $1. So you need to make sure that if you're buying, you're going to commit to that book. Number three, you're going to want to decorate. If you love decorations, if you love making your space feel nice and homey, then what's important for you is to buy those decorations. However, I personally bought my decorations from Walmart, Target, and then when I got to college, I was able to see those specific places online that actually sell secondhand things used, which is still awesome because if you get something that someone just bought and never really used, you are balling on a budget. However, if you want to buy something never used, go for it. That's all you. This is your space. You're going to want to buy decorations that make you feel happy, make you feel at home, especially because you're going to be gone from your parents or guardians, you're going to be making new friends. It's a lot of change, so you want good change for you and you want to make sure that you feel comfortable in the place that you're living with. However, I caution you again to make sure that you're not spending tons and tons of money on these decorations because it's important that you use this money for then food, rent, gas, whatever have you in the future. Number four, this is one that a lot of you don't really think about because this is sometimes our lives, but you need to be careful on social media. Some of you on Twitter may hashtag whatever the university or school that you're going to, and you meet people who are there, but you don't want to start making enemies. You want to make friends. So if you're going to be using your social media to connect with people, if you're going to be using your social media to just have people know who you are, you don't want to put the wrong impression immediately. And another thing with social media, if you want a job in the college university that you're going to be working at or around that area, jobs, people that are going to hire you, do look at social media. So one side note is that you're going to want to get a LinkedIn if you haven't, But with Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, whatever have you, make sure that you're not giving the wrong impression or doing things that are going to get you in trouble later. Number one, if you are going to be a senior this upcoming August, this upcoming September, you need to start taking the ACT and the SAT. And if you know that you're not going to take it early on, you should be studying. The ACT and the SAT are things that you're going to want to study for and make sure that you're putting time towards, because that's a really, really big thing in your college acceptance package that universities look at. And they are time consuming, they are a little difficult, they are a little scary to take, but you can do it. If you start now and use the resources, ask for help, start studying, you're going to be great in the fall when high school starts for you. Number two, so the reason why number one is so important is because you can take that off of your mind, make sure that you like and have the scores you want, and then you can start applying to the actual college, university that you want to get into. In addition to that, number three, you're going to want to start applying to scholarships. Scholarships usually start from the moment you get into freshman year in high school, but some of you don't realize that or not thinking about that. Start looking for local scholarships. You can look at national scholarships. We advise you to definitely look at local scholarships because those are the ones that maybe your friends got last year, maybe the ones that you're definitely going to be getting, and those are the ones that you have less competition, but you're competing with your local community. National scholarships are so great to apply to. You're just competing with a larger quantity of people, and it may be more competitive, of course. Number four, you're going to want to start visiting those colleges, universities you want to go to. You can start planning for it, and maybe sometime in October, sometime in November, especially during the holiday breaks and then just small weekends that you have, 4-day weekends. It's important that you like that university that you're going to, and or you can look online for virtual university tours, and or check out our university tours that will be coming soon enough. And number five, right when school starts, you're going to want to make sure you ask those teachers that you know are your favorite teachers, the teachers that support you, for letters of recommendation, especially if you're going to be applying to scholarships. A lot of the time, college universities don't need letters of recommendation, but scholarships will. So you want to make sure that you have those yeses for when you do need them. They're not going to be immediate, like, I'm going to write you this letter, here you go, but you have those teachers, those people that are going to write you those letters, because when time comes, that's going to be a very big factor as well within your application process. If you like this video, comment, like, and subscribe below. And if you have any questions, please comment below, because a lot of this is new, a lot of this has changed, and a lot of this is going to be you doing things on your own, and you can do it. Realize your potential. We believe in you. You should too.